That's what's really going crazy. But actually, the first seasons ain't. I mean, the first two episodes ain't go crazy. So we gonna see what's going on. Go right to YouTube, literally. BMF went crazy. I don't know if they gonna have another season after what they finna drop though. They finna have another season like that come out June 7th. But after that, I don't know if they gonna continue that shit. But BMF was definitely going crazy. I can't lie. I'm watching a couple shows right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm watching Game of Thrones. I'm telling you, Power, you need to watch the first shit. Fuck BMF, honestly. You need to go back to my boy James St. Patrick, the GOAT. Fuck Tariq. Fuck Meech. Fuck what was Meech's brother name in the show? Fuck Terry. What's the other people name in Tariq shit? Fuck Kanan. Fuck motherfucking Braden. You need to go back to James St. Patrick and watch motherfucking, what's my white boy name? Tommy and James motherfucking St. Patrick. You need to see where it all started. You need to see where the Andre was a motherfucking snitch. You need to see Angela Valdez, how she ruined my nigga James. You need to see Tasha, why everybody hates fucking Tasha. You need to see, I know you love your girl, Carmelo Anthony wife, Lala Anthony. You need to see why that's a dumb bitch. Hold on, let me scroll up what you say. I need to get back into Game of Thrones. How far are you into it? I'm only, yeah, I think we only watched just now season 1. I think we on episode 10. Like, that's what I'm finna go do while I'm eating. I ain't gonna cap it. Watch Game of Thrones. But I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. I'm watching You right now. I always watch the originals. That's best. That's best. What do they call that shit? Supernatural. That's best supernatural shit ever. Yeah, this is my first time ever watching that shit. That Spartacus ass shit. What do you call it? I don't even know what it's called. But that old type of style ass swords and armories. My lord. This is my first time ever watching that shit. I have watched Spartacus before. That's about it. So that should be hilarious to be. My lord. You do gotta get, well, now I'm finna see if you gotta tune back in, because now I'm finna be on season 2 and I'll be able to tell you if it's worth it if you only watch the first season.
In 10 years, I would start like at, 28, and then, I don't know, retire at in my mid-40s.
How much money do you think you need to retire?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
The fuck? What the fuck is she talking about then?
In 10 years, I would start like at, 28, and then, I don't know, retire at in my mid-40s.
How much money do you think you need
In 10 years? Wait.
to retire?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. How are you going to do the fire movement if you don't even know, you don't have a...
It's fucking pathetic. Why it had to be... That was supposed to be a Sam up there or something. Why?
number set?
You'll do it for me?
Oh my god. Yeah.
What the fuck? It's your... Well, we know who's not retiring. We know who's not getting no money. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yes, to prove that that's stupid, that's what you're saying.
So I'm not going to be able to retire
Are you kidding me?
in 10 years?
Buddy, you have $0 in retirement.
Like,
Yeah, but when I
what?
start making good...
You finna stream soon? Alright, say that. Yes, sir, ski. I'm just trying to see if I need to really buy that Mafia. Is it online on there? Can we like play? Or it ain't no online and I gotta only play by myself.
The money, then
How much money do you think you could live off on a yearly basis?
Damn.
I want to travel a lot. I don't know, like 30K.
What the See, people is crazy. You want to travel, and you want to live, and you only want to. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my bills is too expensive. Maybe that's on me. But 30K ain't gonna make it for me. Yearly? That's tough.
Yeah, Gen Z has lost their minds. Over the
That's
past
tough.
couple years, one of the more pervasive topics has been
That's
how
tough.
Gen Z has been operating in this state.
She know that's actually not even average. Actually, in the United States, that's below the average income in a year. But in Wisconsin, that's literally the average income. It's crazy.
Basically unlivable economy that we're in. There's so many talking points about Gen
See this? Lazier than their elders were at the same age. Young workers are lazier. Young workers are less lazy, about the same. Lazier by age, 31%, 48%, 62%. Do you think the current generation of young workers, those in their 20s, 30s, more or less lazy than their older Britons were when they were their age? Damn. 30%
Gen Z
about the
being
same, at
lazy,
least.
entitled,
30%
selfish,
about the
doesn't
same.
want to move out, can't grow up, all these other things. And one of the main points is that they're destined to be poor because they won't do
Damn.
the steps that it takes in order to become some sort of adult. Now, as somebody on the half millennial, half Gen Z side of things, I don't agree with any of this terminology. But it's always got me wondering why people are
What the
saying these
fuck?
things about a certain generation of people.
Yeah,
why
what
are
is
so
they
hard
doing?
on a generation of people who have so much in front of them that is literally bogging them down and they can't survive. I mean, I bought a pack of eggs the other day and they literally took my arm and 2 legs. Like, a big issue
Literally.
is that it is hard to live in the reality of situations. I mean, the poor
Arm
woman in the
and
beginning of the
2
video
legs.
is literally spewing something that cannot exist in 2025 because of the way that she is moving and because of the way that the economic state of society is moving.
Exactly.
I mean, her mentality is totally screwed, don't get me wrong, but trust me, the lifestyle that she's trying to maintain can only be shown on some sort of social media platform. I can see a lot of different sides of the argument, but one of the arguments that bothers me the most in this conversation, probably over anything else, is the fact that there is a whole generation of people that just don't want to work.
When asked to come in for an 8 a.m. meeting, my Gen Z new hire said, "Ugh, sorry, I can't make it. I have a workout class. Should this be allowed?"
My visceral reaction was, "Are you f***ing kidding me?"
No, fully, like anger, typing this out. I was like, please.
Like my hand.
See, that's exactly why I don't. You gotta find jobs that you can do, chat, because 8 a.m.
Bacon, and it's not from the caffeine.
You just started this job. I don't give a flying shit about your workout class. Also, 8 a.m. workout class is too late. Work out at 6,
Yeah.
maybe 7.
I know it's easy to be as hyperbolic as possible, and I
Yeah,
know
you
for a
tripping, you
fact
think
that
the
a
boss
lot of
gonna
other
care about
generations
that.
are scorned by the choices that they made because they see the freedom and upward mobility and access that a lot of other generations that come after them can have. But to come to some sort of social media platform and spew this nasty ass rhetoric about how lazy or entitled, or the fact that Gen Z doesn't want to work because they don't want to come into an 8 a.m. meeting. Most traditional
Yeah,
corporate
like-
jobs have 9 to 5 work hours. So coming in an additional hour early, and I'm pretty sure not offering the additional hour off at the end of the day, is some sort of highway robbery. And this isn't a phenomenon that's new. There have been generations previous to this one that claim that the one that's coming right after them doesn't want to work. The baby boomers said it about the millennials, the millennials
say
said it
it
about
all
the
the
Gen Z, the
time.
silent generation said it about the baby boomers. It's happened time in and time out. Hell, you probably had slaves saying that sharecroppers don't want to work. It might just be that crazy. And there's a vast majority of reasons as to why one generation would perceive the next generation to be lazier. I mean, advancements in technology are one big thing. I don't have to, have a donkey push a plow in front of me in order for me to get my garden tilled. I don't know. I don't have to live that way anymore. I work in my computer desk and, I go to the grocery store and get my food. And I know my grandfather would be pissed if he could see me now. But
Yeah.
another reason why they see
They
Gen
was
Z as
growing
being
crops
lazier than the
and-
previous generation is solely due to the the fact that there is some sort of wealth inequality that exists in today's society that's bigger than it's ever been. I mean, the middle class basically no longer exists anymore. There's just the rich, and then there's the poor.
Poor.
Now, with that being said, though, the new generation has an extreme amount of debt that can be
Gen Z has the highest average. How the flying fuck? How the flying fuck? There's no way. Wait, how do this go from? This is 15 years. And then this is what? 10 years is 07. What, 9 years? Let me see, 1965. This is 15 years. So this is supposed to be 95, and then it's supposed to be 96. 15 years. 2011. This was 20 years. This was 20 years.
trace back to two things. One, housing being crazy expensive, and two, education being way more costly than it ever has been. I remember my cousin telling me, a millennial who's probably on the older side of things, that she went to college at UGA and the cost of admissions was like $500 every single semester. That was literally her tuition. And I said to myself, wow, I can't even get class for $500.
$500? So what, she went in debt, what, all of $2,000 at the end of class? Damn, yeah, y'all was having it. Hey, shit, fuck, y'all was having it good. 2,000? That's it?
Dollars today. And with basic necessities going up every day on a day-to-day basis, I mean, food, clothing, housing, cars, even the used versions of things like cars and hell, even clothes cost an insane amount of money.
So life update. I'm living in my car. My little S10. This is me. Stay home for the foreseeable future. I don't know what to do. I toured 2 apartments yesterday. I won't qualify for them because you have to make 2.5 times over $1,200.
Literally. Yeah, literally. You're definitely fucked if you ain't making no money. I can tell you that right now. And even if you are making some money, you still might be fucked because you don't got a lot of history. Ain't that crazy too? So say if you only rented one house, then you're probably still fucked again.
The rent. And I don't even make the rent.
Sister, you have
Oh shit, you only make the rent and you thinking you finna make 2 times that? Oh shit, you're looking in the wrong directions then.
idea how common your situation is. So let me get this straight. People are supposed to afford 2.5 times their average rent prices when salaries haven't increased in God knows
At
how
all.
long. Gas prices are up, grocery prices are up, everyone's in debt. How can Gen Z survive in an era that's literally not built for their progression? And hell, this is even her having the luck to find some place to stay or somebody to talk to about, participating in some sort of housing. There are a lot of people who can't even find housing because of the current housing crisis, causing a record 52% of people ages 18 to 29 living at home with their parents. That number is the largest number since the Great Depression. Now, personally, I don't mind people staying at home with their parents. I stayed at home with my mom for a long time, literally till I was about 26 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And it was because I was able to stack money and then ultimately get into a relationship with a woman, and we were able to purchase a home. But that was because of my choice. There are far too many people who would want to move,
That
or
nigga
need to
purchase a
move,
home.
but
You rich
literally
nigga?
cannot because it does not make financial sense.
Like, I'm broke and homeless. I'm 21. But, like, that makes for such a good story. When I'm, like, super successful and rich. And, like, doing so well. And have so many people. I'm gonna have such a Bob starter story. It's gonna be like, I was broke and homeless at 21. And look where I am now. Boom. And it's gonna
Well,
be amazing.
that's the spirit.
Go you. I just gotta make it through this part.
The reason why I chose
That's
this
the
young
spirit.
woman's specific story to highlight in this
That is
video is
crazy.
because there is also this growing sentiment that not only is Gen Z not working, not only are they not earning, not only are they in a lot of debt, it's the fact that they do not want to progress. Now, I'm sorry, but that is just bullshit.
Yeah,
to me.
you ain't
This is
gonna
a
tell me
generation
I'ma
who's
record
seen
myself and
administration
say,
change that has
I'm
brought
homeless instead
everybody
of stop
through the
being
ups and
homeless.
downs. They've seen a worldwide pandemic shut everything down and change their views, perspectives, and just day-to-day lives. They've seen businesses, parks, regular day-to-day amenities closed left, right, and sideways. They don't have third places for them to go. They don't have the malls or the parks or anything to enjoy as a young person. And everything that would make them live some sort of normal life is rising. Now, I get it. Don't buy designer this, don't buy Jordan that, don't eat out here, X, Y, and Z. But I also believe that life is very, very hard and you should be able to treat yourself to, some of the smaller things. But the way that this world is painted now, people will have to be eating ramen noodles and, sleeping in cars for a long time. It's not because they don't want to. Like this young lady said in this TikTok, she desires to be successful. She desires to be happy. She desires to do, some of the normal things that I used to enjoy in my life, like take vacations. But now we live in a world where the number of people that are planning vacations is the lowest that it's been in the last 15 years, and that's all due to expenses. And the only thing that people can look to do is blame a whole generation of people for being lazy or, entitled and not wanting to participate in normal everyday things.
Inflation, student debt, and limited room for advancement in the workplace has made them feel that milestones like affording a home, starting a family, excelling within the corporate structure are out of reach. Every generation comes and wants to do better than their parents did. But I'm sorry, if you only want to work 4 hours, it's going to be harder for you to get a house. I feel for everybody that feels this, but I'm sorry.
Who's
We
only
busted our
working
behinds.
4 hours?
We had to bust our behinds because we didn't have the option
Y'all gave
of
us the
going
housing
back.
crisis, though.
We
But
didn't- listen, we had all kinds of stuff. Every generation is told you're going to do worse than your parents. And you know what? People pick it up and they do what they do and they raise themselves. And this is what you got to do. It's called being a good citizen.
I think that good times are coming to the forefront, mostly because people are starting to understand the
I don't
plight
think
of
she
Gen
get
Z.
it.
They're seeing the rising cost of things. They're finally getting into the kids' bank accounts. Hell, they're going out and they're shopping and they're trying to assist their children in doing some of the things that they used to do when they were 20 and realizing that it's pretty much impossible. So to anyone that is not a Gen Z, they're a millennial, a X, a boomer, or maybe some of the silent generation is still alive. I don't think that that's true. But if you are listening to this video, I beg of you, please don't be hard on the younger people that are out here trying to figure it out, because they can't make the same mistakes.
Millennials, baby, whatever y'all want to call the other people, they don't know what they doing either. Be hard if you want. Y'all don't get it either.